Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash the True Inferno. And now I am reviewing a G-Unit album for Throwback Tunes on another Thursday. And this one is called Beg for Mercy. Now this is G-Unit's first album as a group. And this joint came out November 14, 2003, and it was recorded in that same year. All of the songs, whatever, were recorded within that same year. And there's a little bit of a background story behind this particular album. Now, as you can see on the cover, you see 50 Cent in the middle, Lloyd Banks on the left, Young Buck on the right with the goofy hat, and then on the background on the wall was Tony Yayo. Now, the scenario was this. As the album was being recorded, Tony Yayo was sentenced to jail on charges of gun possession, and so he only made 2 appearances on the entire album. And I'll get more on those 2 tracks in a minute. Also, at the time of the album's release, The Game was just placed in G-Unit. Therefore, he is not photographed, nor is he on the album. Now, however, he does make cameo appearances in videos for some of the singles, such as Stunt 101, Wanna Get to Know You, and Poppin' Them Things. He is also mentioned in Poppin' Them Things when Young Buck raps, "You ain't no Crip like Snoop, you ain't no blood like Gang." Alright, so there you go with that. Now let's look at the info about this album. So again, it came out November 14, 2003. So we way into a year after I graduated high school. It came out under G-Unit and Interscope. The executive producer was 50 Cent, and then of course other producers were involved, and there was a lot of them. Dr. Dre, Scott Storch, High Tech, yes, DJ High Tech, which is a shocker for me. Shaw Money XL, No ID, Dayoy Allstar, how you pronounce his name, Eminem, Louis Resto, DJ Trends, Denon Porter, Red Spider, Dirty Swift, Bruce Rain with 2 N's, Fusing UNLTD, I'm assuming that Unlimited, which is like, I forgot what the word Unlimited, like, shortened or whatever. Jake 1, Knots, N-O-T-T-Z, Megahertz with the Z at the end, 7 EMP, Big Tony, DJ Khaled, Needles, Sam Sneed, The Alchemist, Lil Jon, and Black Jeewis. Jeewis, yeah, crap me not. Let me see. Am I missing anybody else? Did I say yeah, I said him, okay. Mr. Porter. Okay. I'm assuming that's the non-Porter rather. And did I say Jake 1? I want to say I did say Jake. Yeah, I did say Jake 1. And yep, that's everybody. Okay. Wait, did I say Big Tony? I don't think I said Big Tony. Oh, I did say Big Tony. So yeah, that's everybody. Alright. Now let's get some info on this album, more info rather. So basically, in the first week of sales, Beg for Mercy sold 377,000 copies, debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200 behind Tupac Shakur's 8 post-death release album, Tupac Resurrection, which sold 430,000. And this album was behind Jay-Z's The Black Album, which sold 463,263 copies. However, it was moved up from November 18th to Thor Piracy, as it moved from 377,000 to 327,000 in the second week to peak at number 2 on the Billboard 200, while moving another 193,000 in its third week. So by April 2008, it has sold over 2.7 million copies in the US, 5.5 million copies worldwide, and had been certified double platinum. So yeah, this album sold. So let me give you the skitty real quick. So like I said, like going into the late 90s, it was No Limit. Now after that, late 90s, early 2000s, it was Cash Money. Then after them, it was G-Unit. Now I'm talking about rap group or rap music labels that ran the rap game. Now, like I said in the past, the 3 individuals that stood out were Jay-Z, DMX, and Ja Rule. But as far as groups, it was No Limit, then Cash Money, and then G Unit. G Unit, like in the early mid 2000s, were the shit. They were like the hottest group out there. Crap you not. So there you go with that. So obviously this album blew up. Their first group album, this blew up. And if memory serves me correctly, this album came out 9 months after Get Rich or Die Trying, which a lot of people say is 50 Cent's best album and is also his most successful album, and it just so happened to be his debut album. Now I have yet to hear that album, so I need to go and listen to that one of these days. Meanwhile, there are a grand total of 18 tracks. Unless you're out in the UK, then you get a 19th track as a bonus track. I'll get more on that in a second. The first track is called simply G Unit. That one produced by High Tech, followed by Poppin' Them Things. And then we get to the third track, My Buddy, followed by I'm So Hood. Then we get to track number 5, which is Stunt 101, followed by Wanna Get to Know You, which is one of my all-time favorite tracks off of this album. Track number 7 is Groupie Love, and then let me back up. Track number 6, Wanna Get to Know You, that one features Joe. Track number 7, Groupie Love, features Butch Cassidy. Track number 8 is Better Ask Somebody, followed by Footprints. Then track number 10 is Eye for Eye, followed by Smile, which is another one of my all-time favorite tracks. Track number 12 is Baby You Got, followed by Salute You. Then track number 14 is called Beg for Mercy, followed by G'd Up. Then Lay You Down, followed by track number 17. This is the actual title for this track, Gangsta Shit. And then track number 18, and this one's even funny. This one was funny. And everybody should know this one. I Smell Pussy. So that's track number 18. Track number 19 for you out in the United Kingdom was called Collapse G Unit Freestyle. Now here's the deal with these tracks. The majority of these tracks were done by 3 members of G Unit: 50 Cent, Lloyd Banks, and Young Buck. Now Tony Yayo appeared on 2 of these tracks. He appeared on track number, I'm trying to find Tony. Track number 7, Groupie Love, and then he appeared on one more. Track number 18, I Smell Pussy. Now for each track, a certain member of G Unit would be on it. Now 50 Cent is on every single one of these tracks, with the exception, I believe just one. That's Salute You. That one was only performed by Young Buck and Lloyd Banks. And then every other track on this album, even the UK unreleased bonus track, 50 Cent was in it, whether he performed by himself or with the others. And you know, that's crazy. So yeah, there you go with that. So like the first track was Young Buck, 50 Cent, Lloyd Banks. Second track, same thing. Third track, same thing. The fourth track, which was I So Hood, that was 50 by himself. Fifth track, all 3 of them. Sixth track, all 3 of them featuring Joe. The second track, substitute Tony Yayo for Young Buck, and there you go. And that one featured Butch Cassidy. The 8th track, your Lloyd Banks, Buck, and 50. Track number 9 is Buck and 50. Track number 10 is all 3 of them. Track number 11 is just Banks and 50. Track number 12 is all 3 of them. Track number 13 is Buck and Banks. Track number 14, all 3 of them, as is 15 and 16 and 17. And then of course 18 is Lloyd Banks and Tony Yayo, rather, and 50. And then track number 19 in the UK is 50 only. So again, 50 appeared on every freaking one of these songs on this album with the exception of one. And to me, I think that's blasphemous. But then anywho, let's get on with the singles. Now apparently there was 5 singles off of this whole album. I only heard 3 of them. The first one was the one that kind of led me to get this album. That one was called Stunt 101. So let's take a look at that. Stunt 101 obviously was the first single to come out from Beg for Mercy. It came out September 23rd, 2003. It reached number 13th in the US and number 25 in the UK. And believe it or not, Stunt 101 is the group's most successful song to date, charting the highest on the most amount of charts. In the music video, Brandy, yeah, you remember Brandy, was made a cameo in this video, as was The Game and their producer, the one who produced this beat, Mr. Porter. So there you go with that. And also that you can see a free Yayo tag on there as well. Now it also made the charts in other countries. Australia was 32nd. France, it made it as high as 63rd. Germany was 39th, New Zealand was 13th, Switzerland was 19th, the US Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs was 7th, and the US Hot Rap Songs was 5th. Now, here's the second single that came from that album, and I didn't know Poppin' Them Things, that was it right there, the second single. I didn't know that was a single, and apparently had a music video as well. So, oh wait, no, that's not true. It was many years later. Once I saw what the music video was about, I'm like, oh yeah, I did see this music video. I just didn't figure it was off of this album. And obviously there was another reference to Tony, referring to him, like, you know, get him out of jail and all that stuff. Now, as far as chart rise, it was 11th in Ireland. In the UK, it reached its high number 10. But in US Hot R&B Hip Hop songs, it was 66, which is kind of unusual. So that a US chart will peak the lowest over in the international charts, like Ireland and the UK. That's kind of, and not just in low, we're talking way low right here, which is kind of crazy. Now, the third single was called My Buddy. And again, I have no clue this was a single. I'm not sure they came out with a music video for that one. I don't know. And that one came out sometime 2013. Poppin' Them Things came out November 4th, 2013. So that came out 10 days before the album dropped. So I'm assuming sometime after November 4th and before the end of the year, My Buddy came out. Now, here's where I got pissed off. The fourth single off of this album was Wanna Get to Know You. And I'll get more on why I started to get pissed off at this in a minute. So Wanna Get to Know You came out January 13, 2004 as a single, and this one featured Joe, who sings the hook. So, and this one came out with a music video, and this song sampled Come Live With Me Angel, which was a song done by Marvin Gaye. Now, for the charts, it made the US Billboard Hot 100, like as high as number 15. It was number 10th on the US Billboard Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs, number 5 in the Hot Rap tracks, 27 in the UK single charts, 30th in the Australian single charts, 41st in the Swedish single charts, 20th in the Swiss music charts, 34th in the Irish single charts, and 26th in the New Zealand singles charts. And again, this is one of my favorite tracks off of this whole album, one of my favorite tracks, period. And yeah, there you go with that, along with the next single. And this is another one that got me pissed off a bit, Smile. So yeah, that's the fifth and final single off of this album. This one came out April 8, 2004. And this one sampled I Too Am Running. That's the name of the song, which was performed by Sarita. So, and this one had a music video, and I actually did see the music video. And this one featured Olivia, who became a G-Unit artist, a R&B G-Unit artist later on. Now, chart-wise, this one was as successful as the other singles. It made the US Billboard Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs charts, but it peaked at high as 72nd. It then peaked at high as 34th on the Irish single charts. That's it. Now, let me get on with my top 5, and that's the one good thing about this album. There's no skits, there's no intro, outro, anything like that, so I can give y'all a top 5. But before that, let me give y'all some good tracks. Lay You Down, from the bottom of obviously. Lay You Down was good. Baby You Got was good. I Smell Pussy. It's funny because he throwing shots at Mother Inca this one. I smell pussy. If that's you up. I smell pussy. If that's you, Ja. It's actually funny. So, although the beat sounds stupid as heck, the main reason why I even mentioned this song as far as like one of my favorite songs off of this album is because of who he's targeting and how he's doing it. It's hilarious. The above that is Footprints, followed by Better Ask Somebody, then Eye for Eye, then My Buddy. Now we start to get good, really good rather. Salute You, Jita was good, Poppin' Them Things was good, Ruby Love was really good, as was Gangsta Shit. Now let me give y'all my top 5. Stunt 101, this the leading single. The beat is all cold, man. Like it's the hook is really catchy, and it's really nice. Like obviously it's a G-Unit type of beat, but it's still dope. I mean, you can't hate on this. You can't hate on Stunt 101. That was a good choice for them for a single. And that's one of the main reasons why I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get this album. And there you go with that. Track the fourth best track on this album, I'm So Hood. That was another good one as well. And I try to remember oh yeah, that's number 4. Okay. I had to think about it, like, what number was this on the album? But it was number 4, ironically. It was the 4th track on the whole album. It's the 4th best track on the whole album. But yeah, it was good, obviously. Produced by Eminem. He was involved with this along with Luis Resto and DJ Twin. So, I mean, you can't really hate on that one. Track number 3, Beg for Mercy. That one's high tempo. I love high tempo stuff, man. It's really out cold, man, because as soon as you hear it, G-Unit, it's out cold, man. That one was produced by Shaw Money XL and Big Tony. They did a real good job with that one. And that, to me, is the 3rd best track off of this whole album. Now, I had another struggle with this one. I had to decide which one was number 1 and number 2. You already know what they are. I mentioned them already. And I listened to it, again. And I was like, okay, it's a close one, but I got it. Number 2, Wanna Get to Know You. And you know how I am with the mellow out tracks, man. This joint, produced by Red Spider, was out cold featuring Joe. It was dope. It was dope. And again, it's one of those, yeah, I can mellow out to this. Like, if I was at the beach, if I was in South Beach, if I was in Orlando, like kicking it, something like that, I'm listening to that and the number 1 best track off of this whole album, which is Smile. And that one features Butch Cassidy. No, my fault. That was Groupie Love. Groupie Love featuring Butch Cassidy. Smile, it was just Banks and 50. And that one produced by No ID. That joint is out cold, man. That one got that beats mellow out feel right there, man. Need a reason to smile. That joint is out cold, man. It really is. So, since you know what I felt are the top 2 tracks of this album, here's why I was pissed when they both became singles. Back then, when a song became a single, it would get overplayed on the radio to the point where people would groan at them and so forth and whatnot as my phone went off. So when I heard both of these songs on the radio, obviously not at the same time or not back to back or anything, or not even the same month or whatever, I was upset. I'm like, why they make these singles? Like, no, you don't do that. Like, yeah, these are the 2 best tracks on the whole album. You trying to draw people to buy this album, but you don't make those type of songs singles. You get something like, I don't know. How about Beg for Mercy? Track number, was that 4? Yeah, track number 14 as a single. And you can also do I'm So Hood, or not gangster shit because of that title, or pop, when they already did pop in them things. Or even G'd Up. But you don't do Smile and Wanna Get to Know You, because when you do a single, yeah, you want to get songs to drag people in, and then you let them drag them in by letting them buy the album. Then they discover the gems such as Smile and Wanna Get to Know You. Or if you want to draw in like the females, things like that, you pick one and say that's the single, the other one we're gonna leave in the album, because it's that dope forever. But you don't make those 2 songs singles. You just don't. So I was really bummed out when they became singles, because it'd be like, oh crap, they're gonna be overplaying on the radio. Everybody gonna get sick and tired, including me. So anytime I heard them songs on the radio, change the station. Not to mention, they edited down and made them clean and stuff. I'm like, change the station. So yeah, there you go with that. Now let me give y'all the professional ratings for this album rather. All Music gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Entertainment Weekly gave it a B. Robert Christgau gave it, I guess, Emmett saying it's the bomb, I guess, whatever. RapReviews.com gave it 7.5 out of 10. Blender gave it 3 out of 5 stars. E gave it a B. Pop Matters gave it favorable. Rolling Stones gave it 3 out of 5. And Metacritic gave it, which is a aggregate score, whatever that means, gave it a 62 out of 100. So what do I rate this album? Well, they only came out with 4 G-Unit albums, and as far as like every single album done by G-Unit artists, I only got 4 of them. This one, and then 50 Cent did one, which wasn't Get Rich or Die Trying, if you can believe that or not. that one, I'm trying to make, I think it was called Curtis. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I believe it was called Curtis. I got that one. And then Lloyd Banks did one called Rotten Apple, and I got that one. And then when they signed Mobb Deep, and then they released an album, that was that. I got that one. So those are the only 4, and then obviously this one. So those are the only 4 that I ever got. Did not get nor heard Get Rich or Die Trying or any other G-Unit album that they came out with. With that said, this album is a 3.5 out of 5 stars. And here's why it's a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Because of Smile and Wanna Get to Know You. If those 2 songs were not on this album, then this album would have been a 3 out of 5. I mean, the other songs was okay. They had some misses on here. Like the first track, which was called, ironically, G-Unit. I didn't like that one because I didn't like the beat, and which is crazy and mind-boggling because DJ High Tech produced that beat. So I was like, I don't know about that one. And then, like I said, there's other favorable songs, but that was just like good, and that most of the songs on here were just good, really. We don't really get to the real good part, like I said, until we get to really Popping Them Things, and you know those are really good songs. But they're not, oh crap, this joint is hot, like Smile and Wanna Get to Know You. Those to me are like close to classics. Beg for Mercy, that one's really, really good. I'm So Hood was really good. Stunt 101 was really good. But none of the songs here are like worthy. And the likes of Smile and Wanna Get to Know You, although those are songs that are at least 4 out of 5, those songs are not enough to carry the whole album up past a 3.5. So yeah, I give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. And I would say either download it and listen to it and decide you want to keep it now, or stream it. I mean, listen to a stream, and I have the link for that in the description box. Now, I have not said this for a number of weeks. I've been dying to say it, but I keep on forgetting. If there's an album or a mixtape that you want me to review, and it's at least 10 years old or older up to the day that you're watching this, hit me up in the comment section. Hit me up with a private message. Hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm even on Snapchat now. I guess I'll give y'all more info now, whatever. I don't know. But yeah, hit me up. If there's an album mixtape that you want me to review that is at least 10 years old to today, hit me up. So yeah, with that out the way, y'all know who this is. This is the new Jay Gatsby, aka Jim Ryan II, saying peace out, y'all, and see y'all next time. Yeah.